Welcome back. So here we are in the recently purchased Audi TT GT car. I think it's a GT car. Well, it's in the GT series, so that'll do. Here you go. Where is it? It's at the front. We won't worry about that. Anyway, we'll go to fuel. We will put the fuel all the way down, just to 2 laps. Put on the soft tyre. I'm going to just show you what kind of pace I've got with no fuel on board and the soft tyre. Obviously recently purchased. This will be my second practice in this car. I did go to do a race with it straight away, and my Xbox, I don't know what happened, it crashed and went back to the main menu. It happens to a lot of people. And then I see Laguna Seca was the next race coming up, so I thought perfect one to video on. Very strong track for me. I feel like I really can hook up most cars around here. Put me in a lobby leading car, I will win the race. I'm confident of that. We'll see what this Audi's all about. I know it likes to understeer, especially in first gear coming out of slow corners. It loves an understeer. And that was weird, the rear end's come around there. I haven't experienced that yet with this Audi. And again. So yeah, practice is perfect. I prefer it compared to Forza Motorsport 7, but Forza Motorsport /8. Obviously they added practice to Forza Motorsport /8. And I prefer it. You can really hook up a car, you can memorise the track, feel comfortable just before you race, which is really good. I know you could do the practice laps on Forza Motorsport 7 as well, but let's be honest, most of us didn't do it. You would just sit in the menu and you would do something else before the race started. You wouldn't think, oh no, I'll do a few practice runs. This is perfect. I think it's better. And so far so good with this Audi. I'm liking the way it feels now. Those first 2 corners of beginning of last lap, I know I lost the rear end. I don't know how realistic it is of tyres warming up on this game, but I do feel like sometimes you have to just do a few corners with the car when you first jump out in practice, just to get the car warmed up, get the car going. It does feel like you get into more of a groove, and as you can see now, the rear end is very stuck to the road now. I'm not losing the rear end. Is it going to do the same here? Slightly. It was better. I'm going to show you some flying laps in this before we jump into the race, because it's something that I never do normally. Normally I just start the videos at the beginning of the race, but this is what I'm doing. If you're ever wondering if I just jump straight in, no I don't. This is what I normally do. I chuck as least fuel in the car as possible, and then I take it for at least 2 flying laps on a soft tyre, just to see what kind of pace the car would have. See how quickly the soft tyres die, because on some cars the soft tyres stay alive a lot longer than on other cars. It obviously depends on weight, oversteer, understeer, how much the car rotates or slides across the road when cornering, how much pressure you put through the front tyres, because some of them, they go orange when you're turning, some of them don't, some of them are really hooked up to the road. So that was 2 laps completed. We'll quit quickly. It wasn't too bad as well. The car's already tuned. It's locked as well. Obviously, I didn't have time to do my own, so I had to download one. It seems all right though. I tried a different tune. I think it was Nürburgring, the race I was about to do with this. I had it ready to record and it kicked me out, crashed. But yeah, I had a different tune. I've loaded a different tune for Laguna. I went for one that someone had put down as information grip. I'm just letting everyone go past there. I want a nice clear part of the road. I'm going to get ahead of this guy. Hopefully the tyres haven't cooled down too much, and we are going to push for a lap now. See what we can get out of this Audi with a soft tyre and hardly any fuel in the car. Let's go. At Laguna Seca, this is the GT series. Short races. They seem to alternate it, Forza or Turn 10, whoever it is that does it. Sometimes you have the GT series where you have to make a pit stop. Sometimes you have the GT series where you don't make a pit stop. Me personally, I prefer it with a pit stop. Changes strategy, makes the races a bit longer and more exciting. But I do not mind a blast, and I think I might go for a soft tyre in the race as well, because they seem to be lasting. I reckon I could get 4 solid laps out of a soft tyre with this, and 1 lap of basically struggling, but I don't mind that. If I can build the gap, get ahead or first place, then we're loving life. So, do you know what? We'll make this video a challenge, I've decided. So, join me through practice. I'm going to show you what this car can do if you unleash it with hardly any weight in the car. What I mean by that is fuel, hardly any fuel. And then obviously at the same time, we've got the soft tyre on. And we are looking good right here, right now. Get this last corner nice and right. Accelerate at the right time. And we are green. I don't know. Yes. There we go. Okay. So the car's got the pace. I'm happy with the tune for Laguna. Whoever put in their comments that it handles well, they weren't lying. It is a lot better than the other tune I had. The other tune did love to understeer. But yeah, I'm happy with this. I think I'm going to take this into the race. And not only am I going to take it into the race, also, we've gone off track there. Also, I'm going to switch this video to a challenge. We are going to start from the back on the soft tyre, and we are going to try and get to the front and keep the lead on soft tyre. This is a 5-lap race around Laguna Seca. I believe I will get 3 very strong laps on that soft tyre. I will get a 4th lap. Ooh, that was close. We'll get out of that. We won't get involved. Yeah, I think we'll get a 4th lap, which will still be strong. And I still think I'll have the pace over every car in the field. The 5th lap, though, I am very confident that I will struggle with that, and I'll have to slow the car a lot more down to let the car rotate. Obviously, acceleration will be a problem as well, because this is front-wheel drive, and everyone knows front-wheel drive with no grip on Forza, it just understeers across the road like you're on ice, which is quite fun, to be honest, sometimes. Not, that was sarcasm, if anyone didn't read that. Yeah. So far so good. Practice, we're at top of the leaderboard. I don't know what the qualifying time will be, so if we just remember a 1 minute 22.4, we will use that. I'm sure that someone would have gone into quali with as least fuel as possible and the soft tyre, so we'll see what kind of pace is going around there, because most people in practice, they chuck on the race amount of fuel, and then they put on the medium tyre to go for the strategy run. So obviously they're just practicing to see what the car's like with that amount of weight and the medium tyre. And then obviously when you go into qualifying, you make the car as light as possible and put on the fastest tyre. It's just how it is. So even though people, there's a 122.8 just been set, so someone's got pace. I'm hoping that he's completed qualifying, now he's just trying to beat my time in here, or if he's setting that on the medium tyre, we might be in trouble, because we're obviously coming from the back, and that could be difficult to catch someone with pace like that. Hopefully not. Hopefully not. All in all, we're looking good. I'm happy with this Audi. It is very quick round here. I think the quickest car so far that I've got around here is either the Viper or the Porsche. Probably the Viper. I can definitely hook up the Porsche better around here, but the Porsche just lacks in straight line. I think it's the tune I'm using. I'm not going to say whose tune it is because I don't want to out them like that, but yeah, it's not very good in a straight line. Whereas the Dodge Viper just seems to be strong everywhere. Yeah, this Audi though, it really loves tight tracks, and it really loves acceleration out of corners as well. I can definitely think of a few tracks that this would be able to fly around.
Race starts in 5 minutes.
And and we are down on the split. So we'll end that anyway. We'll go to the beginning of the race. I didn't see what first lap time was. I should have really had a look at that. Oh well. Not the end of the world. We're confident. I'm confident. We're going to start on the soft tyre. We've got just enough fuel to get to the end of the race. We are perfectly set up. But remember, this is a challenge. We're not just starting from the back. The challenge is we're going on the soft tyre. I'm going to try and do the whole field, get into first place, and then hopefully win the race. But I know towards the end of this race we are not going to have pace, so it's all about getting through the field as quickly as humanly possible. And we start in 20th place, right at the very back. It's not going to be the strongest off the line because it is front wheel drive, but it doesn't matter. And now we've got to try and find a route through these guys. We're going to try not to ram anyone. He sort of didn't give us any room, so I just made sure that the car went through there. We're going to get squeezed here, I think. No, we don't. Let's get out of the way of this. There we go. I did see another Audi TT just behind us there. Oh, we tried to get out of the way of him. Again, hopefully we're not going to spend too much time fighting with him. We can pick up a penalty as well. We're going to cut through on the inside of him, do the old switcheroo. It's not good we've already got a penalty, but we are only 4.5 behind the leader, which is perfect. I'm happy with that. Where did we go here? Let's go for the outside. There we go. Don't give us a penalty. I think that was pretty fair. Don't give us a penalty. Don't tap him. Stay away from him. No, he's not going to give us room, so we're going to chuck it down there. Wow. Sometimes trying to stay out of the way of people actually can mess you up a lot more. We're going to chuck out the inside of him there. I don't want to end up fighting with him again. It's just pointless. Hopefully everyone's found their positions now. We're up to P6 on lap 1. This should be P5 as well. Are we going to have to use the slipstream? I think so. Do we? I don't know. No, he's going wide there. We're going to stay out the way of him. He's a bit dodgy. Keep it in first gear. Don't hit him. Don't use him. There we go. Right, I would say we've got a nice little bit of breathing room here now to get the car hooked up. Find a bit of a rhythm. So far it's looking good. Remember, we are on the soft tyre, so we need to get through the field ASAP. That's perfect. He's made a mistake. Don't ram us. Okay, ram us then. That's fine. Okay, yeah, ram us again. That's fine. We're up into the podium places. We're 6 seconds behind the leader. That's quite far, to be honest, and I knew that. You just know sometimes with people that they get overtaken and it's like a switch goes off in their head that, well, no, I'm not going to let you do that. And then you can just feel that they're going to go off behind you. I don't know what it is. Can we sneak up the inside here? Just about. That's for second place. Come on, keep it, Steve. Let's go. Perfect. We are 6.2 behind the leader. So we have got a bit of work to do. We've probably got another lap and a half of good tyre left, so we need to cut this down ASAP. And where is first? I just see first place. He was just coming out the first corner as we come into it. 5.8, 5.7. Yeah, this isn't looking good, to be honest. I don't think we've got the pace. And we've lost the rear end there. Yeah, I would say that's probably game over because that delta's going to go right up now. Yeah. Shame. Really shame. And we're messing up corners now as well. It's just where I'm trying to brake as late as possible to get as much pace as I can through each corner. Sometimes, though, it's better to stay smooth than desperate. Let's just see if we can hook up the rest of this lap. It might give us a chance. No, that is Game over, and that might be a penalty as well, just to add on top. Brilliant. This is quality. We are smashing this challenge, and we've gone off again. That'll be another penalty. Yep, lovely. Well done, Steve. You're doing brilliant here, mate. Slow the car down, let the car rotate, accelerate hard out the final corner. And this is the beginning of lap 3. I think this will be the last lap that we have lovely tyres. Probably not. I think the tyres are already gone, to be honest. Yeah, I think we could be in trouble. Let's see if we can at least extend the gap a little bit to 3rd place first before the tyres go, but I'm not expecting to stay ahead of him for much longer. It's at 2.4, 2.3. The front tyres, they're not looking too good. But we're going to keep pushing it. We're still extended to the guy behind, which is good. Try and get this corner right here. That'll do. We're 2.9 ahead. 3 seconds ahead. It's not too bad. But we do have that 2.1 penalty, so I'm not getting my hopes up here. But we're not at risk of losing a podium. We would really have to mess up to lose the podium. It would be nice to keep 2nd place. I can't see that happening. It's at 3.7 right now. Is it going to go through? No, it's going down now. And the car feels really slippy now. Really slippy. I really felt that through that last corner. So I take it the tyres are gone now. It's 3.6. We need to keep it at least 2.1 ahead. I'm not getting my hopes up, by the way. That's not me being hopeful. This car is very slow now through these corners. It's still good at acceleration. It's not wheel spinning too much, but I have to really slow the car down to get it around corners. And I'm keeping an eye on that delta as well. We've got a little bit ahead of it. No, he's catching us now, really quickly as well. And we're going to be slow around there. I can feel it already. Yeah. It's at 2.6. Yeah, we're not going to keep 2nd place. No way. And 4th place is coming as well. This is really bad. This was a bad idea. I don't think this was a good idea for a challenge because, yeah, at one point we were catching 1st place and now we are 8 seconds behind. So medium tyres probably was the better option. I still don't think we would have won the race. We might have been in a comfortable 2nd. And the car is very slow now. I think we're going to be overtaken. I don't think it's going to come to penalties yet. The car just won't stop now. There we go. He's going to go through. We go off the track. The guy behind us, 4.5 penalties. So we're safe for the podium. And there you have it. That was quite frankly, a massive fail. I won't be doing that again because the car just, for at least a lap, was terrible. Yeah, I'll have to switch it up on the challenge. Unless we can get ahead. Like, as you can see in my soft tyres only races before, I get ahead, but I think I start from the front mainly. But I get ahead and stay ahead. Whereas that, I don't even think we got into 1st place. So, hey ho. Cheers for watching. And I will see you again soon.